Do you see all these people here? I don't know if you can see that. All these people here right now, I don't know if you can see that good. Probably not because of the glare, but all these people right now are on my website and they're looking to buy Joe's Way, right? So, good morning to you. I want to talk to you about sales copy secrets this morning. And the reason I want to do this, I don't care if you're an affiliate, you're an MMMer, you're in Joe's Way, your affiliate domination, you're my MMM mastermind, my Twitter, Facebook, uh, Pinterest, LinkedIn, wherever you are, you need to learn to write copy. And the reason is because number one, you have descriptions. Do you see the description that's included with this video? That's not by accident. Do you see the hashtags included with this video? Well, that's not by accident, right? That's copywriting, right? The subject line or the title that will get you to watch this video, that is copywriting. And actually, I didn't put the best one on here. And I will, when I post this on my YouTube channel, I will actually come up with a better title, right? And so your sales copy is very important. And there are sales copy secrets, and I want to share a couple really great ones with you right now today. Number one is I got this from TJ Rowleader, is you write more than you need and you write without editing. Like, this is why I like writing with yellow pads, although you got to retype it on your computer and it's a pain, right? But here's the thing. When you write stuff out and you just write as fast as you can, you don't edit it in your brain, you really get a lot to come out. You will surprise yourself, right? So that's step one, right? You know, 2 or 3 times what you need. Just write. Number two, for me is after you write, then you got to go back and you got to put that into the computer, put into Microsoft Word or into your sales page template or whatever you use. Now, sometimes I write directly in the template. It's not the most inspired way to write. Like, the most inspired way to write is get your yellow pad or your laptop or whatever you like to write on, get away from your desktop, go to some place where you have some music and you enjoy the environment or whatever, and write there, right? And then go back later and input it in the computer. But a lot of times if I'm in a hurry, I just write right into a sales page template. Again, it's not the most inspired copy, but but it works and it sells, right? I'm going to tell you, and then I'm going to tell you secret number 3 here in a second. That's the best one. So stay to the end because secret number 3 is the best. And it's worth being on this video for secret number 3. But let me tell you a story. Last night I had a dream. I'm at this seminar, right? With, speakers and everything. We're having, I guess, a bunch of speakers around this table. I don't know what the objective was, to be quite honest. But I'm a strong person. So I'm just dominating the conversation. And this one guy's like, well, my definition of selling, and he had these 4 steps that were some abstract thing like you would have got out of sales textbook. And I'm like, I literally said, if I had to do that, I would have never sold a freaking thing. I mean, selling is you make an offer and you get money. That's it, right? And there's 2 important things about that definition. Number one is you make an offer. And that's literally what you're doing when you're just making an offer. Now, maybe they like the offer, maybe they don't. Maybe they accept it, and maybe they don't. Maybe you make an offer and no one responds. That does not mean it was a bad sales pitch or a bad offer, right? It just means nobody wanted it, right? You didn't get it to the right people or whatever. It's okay. It's just an offer. Make another offer. Come up with another idea. I love Coach Michael Burt. And again, stay to the end because I'm going to give you secret number 3. But I love Coach Michael Burt because he says, if people don't like your idea, it's okay. Give them another idea. He's like, when he sells a lot on the phone, he's like, and if he asks them to buy and they don't buy, he's like, hey, that's okay. He's like, I got another idea for them, right? It's like they just didn't like that idea. I got another idea for them, right? And so I think that's fascinating. So anyway, I'm around this table, and then I'm like, Well, my method of copywriting is being a bull in a china cabinet, right? I just power my way through it. And and you gotta somehow around this table are all these button down officious marketers who I guess I don't know who they work for. I have no idea, right? Well, anyway, they didn't take so kindly to my simplified version of copywriting and sales, and they asked me to leave the meeting, which I did. I'm like, "Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen." And then afterwards, some of the people there sought me out, and they're like, "Hey, can you help me with this?" Right? Because I was about selling, I was about marketing, I was about making the deal happen. All these other people were about good sounding theories and highfalutin stuff. You find that in copywriting sometimes, and it's like, there's a difference between doing it real world all the time and just, I like the theory of copywriting, right? I like it. But one of the sales copy secrets is, and this one is a little hard to explain. There was a thing back in selling called the wedge. And this goes way back to the 1900s when they talked about it, very early 1900s. It was called the wedge. And this was when people sold door to door. And they had a door knock, right? And they had to say something at the door that could get the person to listen and could get them in the door. And it was called the wedge, right? Now, if you didn't have a good wedge, you had to go find another wedge so that you could talk to the people and get in the door. And this is the most important part of the copy, because if you don't have a good wedge to get your way in their mental door of their mind, they ain't going to hear anything else that you have to say. Now, I'm going to give you a practical example of the wedge and how incredibly powerful and important the wedge is. So you saw all those people on my website, right? All these visitors here. You see all these people? I showed them to you earlier, right? All these people, right? So these people, now what happened was I was closing out this offer called Joe's Way yesterday, resellertoolkit.com/Joe's Way. And it's called the 4-minute stunner. And I was closing it out and the sales weren't coming in. Well, I had this demo of the 4-minute stunner. And let me see if I have the URL for it here. Let me look and see if I have it. I'll show you what I'm looking at here. This is the email I sent out this morning because I closed this offer down at 4 a.m. and then I reopened it. It's actually a long freaking URL. resellertoolkit.com/preview Joe, Joes, Joe's way live stream, preview Joe's way live stream. That's way the heck too long. But anyway, I sent that out yesterday, and then the sales started coming in. They came in all night till 4 a.m. when I closed the offer down. Well, this morning I wake up and I'm just seeing all these people to my website who got that email this morning, did not read it last night. And so my website was just lighting up this morning. So I don't usually do it, but I reopened it for 3.5 hours. And the reason that I did was a heck of a lot of people did it. Now, I'd already sent out that demo a couple times. But my point is that demo was a wedge. When I just said we're closing down Joe's Way, blah, 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 no one cared, right? But I sent them out this jaw-dropping demo that's just like, you type in a keyword, you click a button. It writes your keywords for you. It writes your YouTube description. It writes your script and then records it in AI for you. It's just like a drop-dead demo. But you could not see the service I was using to do it. So they had to buy in order, and we did a little seminar on it and how to use it in the Facebook group they get access to. Well, see, that's a wedge. And that wedge totally changed everything. Whereas just my regular closeout was not selling. But when I added in my instant demonstration wedge, that particular wedge for very powerful, and all of a sudden the cells started coming in. And I don't know, I'm sure we'll probably get a lot more cells today from it, right? So that's the cell secret number 3 is you gotta have your wedge. Now, some people call it a hook, but if you think about it, if you're knocking door to door, you're not trying to hook people. You're trying to get in the door. You're trying to get some wedge, some opening to be able to get in the door, right? So I think the wedge is a better idea. You see, you're trying to get a wedge into their mind, an opening in their mind, not just a little hook. To me, it's a better analogy or a better metaphor, right? Now, there are a lot of different types of wedges. The one that I'm using is called, and it's probably the most powerful. It's called the instant demonstration, the instant benefit, right? And those are always really powerful if you can find a good one, right? You got to be able to find a good one. I'm going to come over here and see if I can see some chats. Oh, Joe, good morning to you. I just opened up the chat here. Let's see. Oh, huh. All right. I can't see all the chats, but I can see most of them. Interesting. So what you do, Joe, and for everybody else listening, good morning to you, is uh you want to try to get a wedge and experiment with. If you have one wedge that doesn't work, it ain't opening the door. You just don't give up. Well, and nobody wants what I'm selling. No, you go get another wedge. Now I'll tell you, like the Fuller Brush people were great at this. They show up at your door. They had a little sample. Hey, here's a little free sample, Mrs. Jones. It's a brush that will do so and so and so and so. And he would just explain at the door how you would use this brush to get the best result. Law of reciprocity. Oh, come on in. Would you like to see? I got a special, the February special on some other brushes, the June special. Would you like to see some of the others? Oh, sure. Come on in. Come on in. Tell me about the specials, right? And so that's the idea of the wedge. It's probably the most important part of the letter, because if they don't, you see, I had a sales letter that sold that Joe's way. All right, the sales letter sold. It's proven to sell. But if I can't get them to click over to Joe's way and have interest in Joe's way and get an opening in their mind, then I didn't get any more sales. But when I showed them that instant demonstration, boom, see, that opened a wedge. Now, I could take that wedge and really expand on it and keep using that wedge, and I might do that because it's a heck of a wedge, right? It's just a great wedge. And so good morning to you, whether if you're an MMM or you're affiliate, like if you're an affiliate nomination, you can do this as an affiliate. You just find some demonstration or some wedge that's an aspect of the product you're promoting that will get people to open their mind a little bit, that will create a little bit of an opening in their mind, right? Whatever you're selling or marketing, you could be a lawyer, you could be a local chiropractor, a dentist, or a window washer, or a painter. You need some kind of a wedge, right? Some kind of a thing that really gets people to open their minds and listen, right? It can be a challenging thing, but when we're talking about sales, the rest of the letter, yeah, it's important. Everything, it all flows together. But the number one thing you got to get down is what I call the wedge. So write, get all your ideas out, write, edit later. Don't edit while you write, right? Write in a location or a way. I like to write where it's relaxing and a good environment. Being humped over your computer typing is not the best environment to be creative. You can do it. I don't personally think it's the best environment to be creative. Although I hate retyping written letters. I'm not a fan of retyping them, but it's the only way to do it. Know what your wedge is. And then, study different sales letters and know the formula that they're using. They're basic blocks that are used as sales letters. Study what the blocks are: testimonial, story, problem, agitate, solve, price justification, bonuses, reason to act now. And so you have these little blocks. And when you study sales letters, okay, that's this block, that you got to know what your blocks are, right? And that's how I learned to write sales letters. It's one of the best ways there is that I know of to write sales letters. So if you watch this on replay, type replay. If you live, type live. If you watch the bitter end, type bitter end. If you got an idea today, type in the idea in comments. Let me know what idea it ticked for you. Do you have an instant demonstration you can do for your product or service as a wedge? If you do, it's going to be very powerful. It's going to work great guns for you. By the way, if you didn't get Joe's Way, you can get it at resellertoolkit.com/Joe's Way for the next 3.5 hours. I reopened it just for 3.5 hours. Boom. Then I'm shutting it down again. And if you want to see the demo again, it's a horrible URL, but I will try to give it to you here. See if I even got the email open. Let's see if I can bring it up where you can actually kind of see it. Give me 1 second here, guys. I think I can bring it up here for you. Reopen for 3.5 hours. All right. We'll scroll down here. All right. Here we go. Okay. So here it is. It's resellertoolkit.com/preview-Joe, JOES-way-live-stream. Type in any keyword, click a button, and just watch what AI does. Holy cow. It really is that shocking. It really is that stunning. Just pretty freaking incredible. All right, that's what I've got for you today. You all have a great day. We'll go ahead and shut this live stream down. Let me know what you have questions on. Let me know what I can help you with. Let me know what you're struggling with. Let me know what your challenges are. Tell me in comments. And I'm always happy to do videos on the different things. Let me see if I can get back here. All right, here we go. You all have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.